Let's roll, guys. All right. Texas Tech football, big-time recruit here. They go down to, I would describe it as Southeast Texas, Orange, Texas, Ameir Washington, okay? Boy, there's even dispute how to spell the name with Ameir. Some people have it with an E in there, some with an I, but this guy is right on the border of Louisiana and Texas, right where the show True Detective was pretty much shot and filmed, near Beaumont, Texas. I love that they're recruiting this area. You could just see that this dude, man, he has swing moves for days. He's freaking. All right, so the thing about him is that, only Baylor and Texas Tech were his true offers. I love the tenacity that this kid plays with. I mean, you could see him hopping around here. This is a kid who cares, right? This is a kid who freaking cares. He gets a sack, and he's going, and he's going ham on every single play. All right, so he has wiggle for a big guy. Now, he is a little he's not the tallest guy in the world. He's 6'2". Can he really run like super, super fast? He's a tough physical 4-3 edge guy. He's physical, and he can also play inside if you want to put him inside at nose. But he's twitchy. That's what I love about this kid. He's twitchy. He's a true down lineman. Okay, and for the NFL and the 5-star kids, they're going to look at reach and arm length, and they're going to look at your 6'4", 6'5", really slim edges that, can fly and just can run upfield. This kid is physical. So you could play him. If you're going to play 3-4, he can be, a down lineman, all right, and he could stuff the run. And look, the get-off is fine, all right? The get-off is fine. Let's look at the get-off here. Get off is fine. Bend is pretty damn good. And he laterally can freaking move. So the guy does have lateral speed, which I really, really look for in a defensive lineman. And he's twitchy as heck. And that's what I really like. He's not that easy to block. Even this little shimmy shake right here. So right here, the offensive lineman right here, you could tell he's off balance, this lineman. So he gets him here. He does. I don't know how. Maybe he does have long arms for 6'2". Here he's holding him, this offensive lineman. Holding him, or you could say there's holding on every play. And he has good base. I really like that. Right there. He's ready to explode. Good base. Looks at the runner. He's like, if the runner goes inside, I'm making a play on him inside. Okay, you're going to go outside? All right. Time to chase you down and finish the play. So that was a quarterback hurry. And now he's going to be on the edge. I mean, wow. That's an athlete. That's an athlete in a big man. That's a 260-pound athlete, making just a Superman type play on the ball. So, Tavares Elston's a guy that I loved from the last recruiting class in 22. Again, I really love the D-line coach at Texas Tech. And you have Timmy DeRuyter there, Marcel Yates. But the guy that is the D-line coach is Zarnell Fitch, and I love Fitch. He's from TCU. Just seems like a great guy to be around and really knowledgeable. Has great experience. So this D-line's going to be really, really fun to watch. And I think Texas Tech, I even think they have a lot of guys from Dallas in this class. So hold on one second. I'm going to pause the video. I'm going to tell you about the 2022 Texas Tech commits that I already reviewed. And of course, you could go back and look at all these, you could go back and look at all the guys that we reviewed. So I'm going to tell you who he's going to be playing next to, but we're going to continue to watch this video because, again, this guy has chase down ability. He doesn't have a whole lot of weakness in the game, and I love how McGuire's recruiting because they're already promoting a more physical brand of football. That's what he said. That's what Joey said at his last press interview. We're going to be playing more 12 and 11 personnel than you've ever seen before. Look at how he stacks and sheds. That's really, really good. This kid is good. And I love that they went down. I love that a school from Lubbock went to the other side of the state and got this kid and won a battle over Baylor. You know, you won a battle over the Sugar Bowl champs, over the team that's pretty much ran the Big 12 in the Baylor Bears, and you go and win a great battle there. You know, it's because of Fitch, it's DeRuyter, it's Joey Mack. It's a fun coaching staff to be a part of. Marcel Yates going to be helping out in the back line. Going to be Marcel Yates and DeRuyter are pretty much co-defensive coordinators. That's how good Marcel Yates is at his role at Texas Tech. So if we're going to look at the guys, I mean, they plucked Hullaby, who of course is a big-time player. You got Elston. And then you got a lot of transfers coming in. Oh, you have Adair. You have a Joseph Adair. And Adair, I believe, is a really good player from, again, Mansfield. So I think they got a couple kids from Mansfield that are good as well. Hut Graham's going to be a fun player this class. So we still got some room to review, 22. But for 23, this kid's going to be really, really good in 23. I mean, that's motor. That's the definition of motor, is what Ameir Washington's doing right here. This kid has motor. This kid's really physical. You put him with the guys that I just mentioned. You put him with Adair. You put him with Ty Canna, and again, Tavares Elston is going to be fascinating to watch. Going to be fascinating to watch. But this kid is a good defensive lineman, man. I think he's going to be good because I think he's athletic enough, all right? Because, listen, he might not be the biggest kid for a down lineman. He might be a little bit of a tweener where he's definitely not a linebacker. He's a down lineman, and he's not 290. And he's not 6'3", so he's a little undersized. That's why I think he's gone under-recruited as well. But he has athletic traits that are tough to teach. He has great twitchiness, great feel, okay? He has great balance, so he's really a tremendous athlete. And of course, his speed, he does have speed. He has great speed, and he plays with tremendous physicality and motor. So he's going to elevate your defensive line room. And how many recruits do you take? 25 to 30 a year? Ameir Washington, this kid, I'm telling you, by the time he's a junior or a senior, I want to see him rack 5 or 6 sacks and get maybe 20 quarterback hurries on the year. That's how good this kid can be. He can at least be great in the running game. He's going to get leverage, and he's going to win a lot of battles up front for your football team. And he also brings the intangible. What you see here is that, again, he chases down every play. He plays with a tremendous passion for the game. You could see him celebrating after plays. He's physical. That's what let's describe the strengths of Ameir's game. Physicality, balance, twitchiness inside. The weaknesses are all, unfortunately, a lot of tangibles. He might not be 6'4". So when we're talking about him with the elites of the elites, he's not 6'4", unfortunately. He might not be the longest guy. If he was, then he would be a 5-star, and you wouldn't even be able to recruit him really to Tech. You'd have Alabama and all these other schools coming after him, but he is really going to be a productive, really good college player. He's going to be fantastic, I think, for Texas Tech. I love this get. I love the get, and I want him to even prove me wrong. I want him to get 8 sacks in the SEC, but I think he could see the field. I think he's going to go right into that defensive line room. This is one of the better defensive recruits that Texas Tech has gotten in a long time. I love the recruit. You get him early in the process. You win. You beat Baylor head-to-head on a kid right on the border of Louisiana. LSU's not in on him. Tremendous get for Texas Tech football. Ameir, you can watch it. Again, this is 7-minute tape. 7 minutes of great productivity. And watch him chase. Quarterbacks are going to hate playing this guy. You can't get outside of him. You can't. He does have great speed for a lineman. Unbelievable speed. So, again, congrats to Ameir. I'm pumped to see what you do in Lubbock, and great job by Joey and Tim DeRuyter, and Fitch is getting a guy.